Yezu ufam tobie. Yezu ufam tobie. Yezu ufam tobie. Good evening to everybody and welcome to my sharing of today. Before my sharing, I want us to remind each one of us when we see or when we encounter some statue of the saints on the road, we have to see them and we have to read, and also we have to visit them because the saints remind us something. So today we are near of the statue of Saint Antonio. Uh, so what comes in our minds when we hear the name of Saint Antonio? The sharing of today is about the Gospel of Saint Matthew from chapter 7. Not everyone who calls me Lord, Lord will enter the kingdom of heaven, but only those who do what my Father in heaven wants them to do. In this gospel, Jesus does not forbid me to pray or to call his name, because prayer is among of actions doing the will of God. When I pray, I do the will of God. However, this gospel teaches me to take into account the good intention when I call the name of Jesus. While I pray or before I pray, I must wonder, what is my intention? Likewise, when I offer alms to anyone in the name of the Lord, I should offer alms in the intention to do the will of God. Whatever I do, I should not use the name of the Lord for showing myself off. It is indispensable. It is indispensable here to question. It is indispensable here to question, what does it mean to do what my Father in heaven wants them to do, or to do the will of my Father. The will of God is to love others. The will of God is to love others and myself. God invites me to love others as myself. Thus, when I do something, I should do it for the love of God and my friends. When I pray, I must pray not for my prestige, but for the glory of God and the sake of others. To conform our intention to the will of God, to love or to glorify, and to love truly our obedience should go always together. The true worship of God is not only calling Lord, Lord, but also listening to the voice of God and living it. That's why that's why actions speak louder than words. Good witness is more than homily. Prayer should be accompanied by putting into practice the gospel. Can I say that I am a follower of Christ without doing my best to imitate his style of life? The true worship of God is to love, for when I love, I accomplish or allow. Hence, wherever I do, wherever I do in the name of Jesus, I must do it according to the teaching of the gospel. I cannot offer alms. I cannot offer alms or do good actions contradicting to the teaching of Jesus. In Christian life, good intention is taken into account when I perform any action. I do this or that action because Deus ego amo te, God, I love thee. I do this or that action because Deus ego amo te, God, I love thee. Yezu ufam tobie. Yezu ufam tobie. Yezu ufam tobie.